like my song?
Yeah, I do.
Get it. All right. Oh, man. That is my voice, actually. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
so surprised my mom was able to notice that.
I
Right away.
know.
She's like, is that you singing? I was like, oh.
She loves me.
She does.
She does. I was like, oh, she caught that.
Uh-huh.
Well, I guess we should start out with saying thank you for doing my podcast. And
Thank you for having me.
this is Jasmine. And we have to just say who your mom is.
Mm-hmm. Mama D. Oh, I call her Mama D, but
Mama D, but the world knows her as
Kiarmia.
Kiarmia.
And it's so weird saying that. I know I never call her that.
Either do I. I'm like Deanne. That's how I know
Yeah.
her, you know?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, we definitely want to talk some football, but I want to talk about you and, just you and your mom. I know because I've known you. It's so weird. Like,
I know.
What, were you 12?
Yeah, I think honestly, I was in 6th grade, so whatever that is.
Whatever that, yeah. You were like in 6th grade. You were so cute and sweet. And now look at you. By the way, 1.4 million followers on Instagram. That is not easy. I mean, people don't realize, like, I don't know if you want to call it entrepreneur, influencer. It's work. I mean, because I started this page, right, with, and I started it from scratch, and I'm not at 1 million yet. Maybe you can help me get there, girl, right? Okay. But the work that goes into social media is no joke.
Yep.
And
Definitely.
so tell me a little bit about you, because you are, accomplished and you're doing things that even people twice your age aren't able to do. Tell me a little bit about how you got to where you are.
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know, to be honest, it's kind of just being yourself, just really putting a lot of effort in, collaborating with a lot of other people. I feel like that's how you get your name out there. You get more seen and noticed, and then being consistent with your posts, posting all the, like, honestly, every day, if not multiple times a day. That's pretty much it. Honestly, it didn't really happen. It just being yourself, and of course posting cute, sexy pics too.
That helps, right?
Yeah.
That helps.
Yeah, and I feel like that's the main thing, because everyone asks, like, how did that happen? And it's not like I didn't plan it. Like I said, I guess it just happens. Like, you just go with it, be yourself, create a lot of content, be honest, and just that's it. Do fun stuff, live your life, live your best life.
Right.
And of course you have to be open though to documenting all of it. So that's the effort part. Sometimes you'll go out somewhere on vacation, you can't really be too present.
Right.
Because you're like, wait, do that again, or wait, we didn't record this, or take a picture of that. And sometimes there's like a little bit of a bad side for that. I'm like, okay, I'm just not gonna post today. I'm gonna be present and just live in the moment.
I totally relate to that because you follow us. Thank you for
of course.
following
All the
us.
time.
Does your
I'm
mom?
watching.
Your mom better follow us. Even if she's a football fan or not, we gotta get her to follow us. But knowing what you just said, I 100% agree, because there's times when I just want to be a fan. I'm just a football fan, but now this is my business, right? And so sometimes I'm just talking to somebody about football, and I'm like, oh, I should bring out my phone right now, but I'm like, I just want to be a fan right now, And so there is that time where I'm like, okay, today I'm gonna kind of be ready, right, to film, because a lot of my footage that is, doing well. One of our videos almost at 1 million. Of just a waitress talking about how she knows nothing about football. Do you remember that one? Yeah. And then there's just times where, like you said, I just want to just be in the moment.
Yeah. And some people don't really understand it, where you're like, wait, let me record this, and they're like, wait, no one even touched their drinks or food yet, and everyone's like, okay, are you like really? Like every time you're like, yep, this is my job type of thing. It's an everyday thing. So,
right. So I definitely, I want to touch a little bit on the fact that you are, Dan's daughter, and what I know where I was when the whole Jimmy G thing went down. Did you know this was going down before it happened, or like, do you remember how it went down? And like,
well, you said it was in 2018.
I think it was 18, yeah, in like July actually.
I don't really recall too much. I think maybe I might have heard she was going on a date with like a football player, but like I said, I especially didn't know football back then. And it's not like it was her first time going on a date with an athlete. Right. So I don't think I just paid any mind to it. I'm
You're like, whatever.
Yeah. And then after the fact, then when all of a sudden it was like all over, like actual video footage of them like going out, and it blew up. I think that's when we were like, she wasn't even expecting it either. But we were like, oh shoot. We're like, oh my gosh, okay. We're like, so you're everywhere. And then everyone went to her page, like talking like I don't know if you could cuss, but like,
Yeah.
saying bad stuff on there.
Right.
And she was like, oh my god, but she's like, any publicity is good publicity.
Your mom's always good like that. Like
Yeah.
she said it earlier. She's like, not what you think about me basically is none of my business.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what I always love about your mom. And I can attest to this because I've known you guys.
Yeah.
The relationship that you have with your mom is beautiful.
Thank you.
And I love that. And I will tell you, like, she loves you so much. And I love to see you both win. Like, to see, again, when I knew you like this,
I know.
right?
I remember,
And, and to see you guys now, I mean, you guys are both successful in your own right, and to see you guys win and you're happy. Like, that,
Yeah,
you know what
that's
I
the number
mean?
one,
That's the
yes,
number one
yeah.
thing. It's not about the things or the designer bags. Or, I mean, it's nice, right? But it's the spiritualness and the happiness that I see in not only your mom's eyes, but in yours as well. And so that makes me happy for both of you, you know? And of course, I'm, when we started talking about this, and I think I was talking to your mom, and she's like, oh no, I don't know anything about football. I'm like, yes, you do. Yeah, we got to talk about this. And then we were talking about Jasmine, and then she said, well, my daughter's, Jasmine's learning. And I'm like, I go, well, then we'll have Jasmine on too. And so you're learning football.
Yes.
Okay. So during the Jimmy G, didn't know anything about football.
I wanted to touch
Yeah,
on one
please,
thing
please.
since you were bringing up how you've known me since, I don't know, maybe 12 even.
Right.
I was going to bring up that, like to this day, sometimes it comes up with people that by accident, you were the first one, like how I even found out like my mom was into girls.
Oh.
Like I'll never forget, like it was the first time, I didn't even know at that age, I think it was like 6th grade, that like girls like girls or, that type of thing. And I remember I found by accident, when I remember the old cameras like that you would actually take pictures like this, like digital ones.
Oh, yeah.
And it was in her car, and I was like, I think I was just looking through the photos, and there was like a photo of you guys making out. And I remember being like,
Oh my goodness.
I was like so confused.
Oh my
But it
goodness.
just always, because you said how, it just reminded me of that.
That's I don't even know what to say to that. Actually,
Yeah,
I don't get speechless very often, but that'll be one moment because I'm like, I wonder where we always laugh about. Well, I don't know if I should say sorry or.
no, you don't. It was an experience. I'm just saying that you would.
So
see
I
it
was
when
like the first
found
one. Oh, see, I have a little bit of history with your family.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what? I don't know if you remember, but I mean, we went to San Francisco together.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we had, until she left me. No, we won't get into that. It's in the book. But no, so now you're actually learning football.
Yes, yeah.
Tell me about that. And okay, so like, before I think you met somebody special. How did that? Did you know? Your boyfriend, London, right? Let's just throw it out there. I don't know.
I was like, who?
I don't know if we're supposed to talk about these things.
It's my boyfriend.
Okay, your boyfriend. Okay, so it's out there. So London, who walked in here with the Steelers jersey, by the way, but I hugged him anyways because everybody knows it's not an accident that these are red. And, no, I'm kidding. Okay, no, actually, the Steelers are my second team, so it's all good. So talk to me about that. So how did you meet London, and how did football play in the dating world? Because this is something that I really want to touch on with people. Like some of these single women or girls, and they don't know anything about football, and they're still, I'm like, I'm telling you, up your game. Like you don't have to know everything, but just learn a little bit. It changes who you meet, how you can connect. Would you agree with that?
Yes, I do. Now I find myself, I even think it's funny. I'm like, I'm really talking football right now, or even if I'm talking about it. It's just so funny, and even London's like, wow, he's like, I'm so proud you came a long way.
Yes.
But it definitely didn't start right away. He would put his games on whenever they're on, and I'll just be in the other room watching something, and he'd be like, can you please come watch it with me? Or like, it's just fun to him. He's like, just even if you don't understand, just sit there and watch. And then after some time, you just kind of start getting a little bit invested. It's still hard to understand for me, and it's been years, and I'm barely kind of grasping it. But I think the more you keep watching, you start picking it up. And then I hear him talking about like certain players or about this, or like he'll like tweet like he used to have like a little fake Twitter just to like talk shit on other sports people's stuff.
Oh my god, that's funny.
That fake Twitter got banned too.
Oh my god,
I'm like, you're
that's
just
so
trolling,
funny.
babe. Like,
That's so funny.
But I think that's pretty much how I know about all of it. Just watching all of the games, especially like when it's when it's going up to the Super Bowl and stuff. Watching all of that, and he'll tell me about certain teams. And he's from Ohio. So Midwest is like, they eat, sleep, breathe football. Like when I go over there, like with his family, the only conversations that are happening at breakfast, lunch, and dinner are football. And you're just like, oh, okay, then we're just going to talk about this all day.
All day?
Yeah.
You're like, you don't have another subject? And they're like, no, we don't.
Yeah, but.
Well, the funny thing is, and I'm going to say this, so when we were talking through Instagram, I think it was during the playoffs. And, you know, my stories, you follow the stories and stuff. And you know I'm a Niner fan, and I think you said something like about the Bengals, and I'm like, oh hell no! I'm like, I'm like, okay, London, I gotta get to London to get to Jasmine because you can't be a Bengals fan, but you like Joe Burrow.
Oh, yes,
do you remember?
I love him. I don't know why.
I was kidding. You can like whoever you want, but do you remember
Joe
that?
Shiesty.
Joe, see, the fact that you even know that is so sexy. You know what I mean? Because the knowledge of the game, that's what's sexy, right?
Yeah.
Is the fact that you can maybe chime in.
Like small stuff here and there.
Right, here and there. And I'm sure that London really appreciate it because, you know, coming from someone who's a diehard football fan, whenever I get into a relationship, it's a conversation. Yeah. Like, I'm just letting you know, like, I'm letting you know it's a part of my life. And so, like, that's 6 months out of the year. Sundays, Mondays, Thursdays. Yeah. Like, I'm going to be watching I never miss a Niner game. Never. Like, never. And that's just part of who I am. And I'm dead serious. Like, if you want me at a wedding or a baby shower, don't do it on football Sundays when my boys are playing.
Friends literally have planned their weddings around football season. Like, all of them. Like, depending on this, and that. So it's really serious.
It's a serious thing, right? No joke.
Okay.
Yeah, and I tell my mom with Thanksgiving, I'm like, if you want to talk and all that, you should come the day before or stay for the day after because I'm watching 3 games in a row. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, but that's the fun part of it. Now my mom, you know, me and my mom also, you know, I got to take her to a Niner game. She was like, one thing I want to do before you know, she's fine, but like on her list is to go to a game and experience that with me. And I can tell you, I can't speak for London, but I can tell you like how amazing it is to have your partner to at least be a little interested. It makes it more fun for us, you know? Unlike my sister who, like, when she was dating a football fan, she would just go out and spend money. And that would be more like your mom. She'd be like, I'm out, I'm gonna go shop and you can watch your game. And that's fine too.
My mom, honestly, even if you bought her tickets, I don't even think she would go to the game. Like, that's how
I'm
serious.
Gonna get her to a game.
She would be like, I'm not going.
Can we all go to a game? The 4 of us?
I haven't been to one yet, so.
You haven't been to a game?
We were just talking about that.
Listen to me right now. We're gonna get you to a game.
A Steelers game though, or a Niners?
What?
I want to go to the Raiders game. I'm not really a Raiders fan, but to see.
We can do that. We'll go see Jimmy G.
Oh yeah.
How about that?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe Jimmy will send us tickets. I don't know. Maybe.
Mommy's gonna be flashing in the crowd. She's like, Jimmy, you remember these?
Oh my goodness. By the way, I went to the Raider game. They played the Niners this year, and that only happens like every 4 years. The Niners and the Raiders play. And because my little cousin is a diehard Raider fan, I felt it only right to take him to his first game because his dad passed away, which is my uncle, and so I know what that feels like to have that bond with a father. So I let him. I actually bought him his Raider gear, and I went in my Niner gear because I'm still not changing. Right? Yeah. No, it was great, and he was representing in Raider gear, and I was in Niner gear, and we went to the game. It was amazing. Jimmy G wasn't there yet, but it was. That stadium is off the charts. It was so much fun. Ice Cube performed. Too Short performed. Oh, it's a vibe.
Game have performances?
They don't. That's the thing. Okay. But what I'm saying is, so we should all go to Vegas where football is sexy. We can make that happen. Yeah. Now, before you go, I want to test your knowledge. Here's what we're doing, because you're just learning right now. So on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think your knowledge of the game is around?
What do you think? A 3.
No, a 3. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So we're gonna test it right now, and then I want you guys to come back. Okay, after following me, just follow me, and then we'll test it again. So right now you're at a 3, right? Okay, this is my. Okay, I want you to pull out a helmet and then tell me anything if you know the name or the quarterback, anything that you know from the helmet that you're about to pull out.
This is the Seahawks.
Yeah, you got it, girl.
And
Seattle
Seahawks is on it, right?
Good. Well, almost.
Oh.
So no, you're right, kind of. So Russell Russell Wilson was the quarterback of the Seattle Seahawks, but he got traded, right? So now, but that is odd. You did good.
Oh, he's on the Broncos?
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Look at that. Your numbers are going up. Okay. All right, grab one more.
Oh, they Chiefs, Kansas City Chiefs, they won.
See, you're not a 3. Anything else you want to say? Do you know the quarterback?
Patrick Mahomes.
See, look at that, girl. You are doing good.
That is like my pupil, my star pupil.
Okay. We'll give you 2 more.
This is the Green Bay Packers.
Yes.
Right? Okay, yeah.
You are not a 3, girl. You are not a 3. You need to help your mom. Okay.
The New York Giants.
I quit. That's it. You're done. You're a fan. You're like a 7.
I know OBJ was on them.
You're like a 7. OBJ just got signed. So, but I think to the Ravens.
Oh.
Yes. Thank you, London. So before we leave, I have to say, not only were you a great sport, thank you so much. I think you really probably help women in a way that you don't know. It's nice to hear it from somebody like yourself who's like busy, working, to say like, I might not know everything, but I know enough to like, where I can join in the conversation and have fun. By the way, my mobile app is gonna come out. Yes, girl. So you will be able to, while London's watching a game.
I'm gonna have to for sure do that.
Yeah, and then there's trivia questions. I bet you anything, some of those trivia questions, London's not gonna know. When you film it, when you play, send me that. I'd love to see that.
I'm gonna meet you on one of our podcasts too, and we should talk about football and see trivia you too, and see who knows more maybe.
I'm in. Let's do it. Let's do it.
So
And just so you know, London, I love all sports. I love all the teams, but of course, you know, my Niners are always gonna be my number 1. But I am, you know, a secondary Steeler fan. There's so much history. I could probably talk to London. Maybe we'll have him on one day.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for
I really
having
appreciate
me. It was
you.
so much fun.
Yeah, all right, you come back and do it again.
I feel more confident about my football.
No, girl, you're like a 6, 7, like for sure.
Compared to Mama D, she's
but
like Lenny Kravitz.
Lenny Kravitz was Lamar Jackson. Oh my God. So wait, who's your football team? Before we leave, do you have one or we?
I guess I have to go with Steelers, he says, but I'm more of like I don't know, I guess I like player-wise, like I said, Joe Burrow, and then from the Rams, what's his name again?
You get to like whoever you like, but I will say the dating etiquette is if you don't come into a relationship with the team, you kind of have to, you don't have to, but it kind of works for the relationship if you come home in some Steeler shit. You know what I'm saying?
Then second, you know.
But then when...
But he says that that's part of being a fan.
It is.
You see them through your diehard. They have years that they suck. That's part of it. That's part of the experience.
100%.
You still claim them. You still rep them. And you still
yes, London. You're training her right. Hell yeah. You ride with them.
Yes.
And that's why. So the Niners haven't had a Super Bowl since like 1995, and I still ride with them.
See?
You know what I mean? That's part of it. So I love him for teaching you the game. Hopefully you'll learn more from following us at Football Sexy. I love you. I love your mom. Thank you so much for coming today and having so much fun. Thank you for being a good sport. You are definitely not a 3. You are like a 6 or a 7. Thank you so much for coming. I love you, girl. We're out. We'll see you guys. Thanks for watching Football Sexy, and we'll see you next time.